So today I get to talk about one of my all-time favorite science fiction series, the high adventure, space operatic, sometimes comedic, sometimes dramatic, Vorkosigan Saga, written by Lois McMaster Bujold. So join me. So I don't remember when I first discovered Miles Vorkosigan, but I was hooked from the first book. Which book? I don't know. I've read them all so many times again that I don't remember. But I think it's this one, 4 game. It's pretty early in the series. It's not the first one, but it's early in the series, and it had everything I want in a good sci-fi novel. It takes place in space. It has a quirky but highly intelligent protagonist, and has danger, adventure, all the things that I love in a series. So I love Miles Vorkosigan. So let me tell you about him. He's incredibly brave. He's honorable. He's a genius tactician. He's the heir to the Vorkosigan lands on the planet of Barayar, and he's in the Barayaran military. He is first cousin to Gregor, the emperor of Barayar, so they were also childhood playmates. So he's got it in good with the upper ups. And he's only 4 feet and some odd inches tall. He was the victim of a chemical attack when his mother was pregnant with him, and he was lucky to be born at all. But this is a world, Barayar is a world where deformed children are regularly left to die because they're considered mutants, and he has a lot to overcome. In the beginning, we find Miles pretending to be Captain Naismith, the leader of a small band of mercenaries. He has wonderful companions and colleagues like Elena Bothari, who is also Barayaran, and his second in command, and the woman he really wants to marry, and has since he was a kid. It's not like she doesn't like him, it's just that she doesn't want to get married, and not to him. He's more like a brother to her, so she wouldn't do that. And she also, and Miles pines after her for books and books until he finally settles on somebody else. Then there's Belle Thorne, the Baton, the Batons are very progressive. They use all the modern technology. And Miles's mother is also a Baton. So that's something for him. So he loves the fact that he's got Belle Thorne. But Belle Thorne is neither male nor female, but quite competent at their job. And that's another reason that Miles really likes Belle. So after reading several of these novels, I discovered that Miles's mother and father had their own stories. Cordelia's Honor tells of how she was stranded on a strange planet and was captured by Aral Vorkosigan. The story is just as great as Miles' stories, so we see where he gets it from. Cordelia falls in love with this backwater barbarian and winds up forsaking her modern progressive planet for Barayar. And the things, oh my God, the things people will do for love. The themes in the Vorkosigan saga center mainly on Miles and the fact that he is perceived as a mutant in a society that hates mutants. It's what causes him to leave the planet in search of adventure and opportunity. At one point, he tried to be in the military. He did. He tried hardest, but he just did not have the strength and the physicality that everybody else did, and he couldn't do it. So he left planet. Off-world, he does not have to deal with that bigoted attitude that he encounters on Barayar. It's especially galling to him because he isn't actually a mutant. His deformity isn't the result of a birth defect, and it's one caused by toxins when his mother was pregnant. And because of that, at one point, some of his enemies clone Miles and are surprised that the baby is completely healthy and normal and not at all malformed. So they have to suppress this clone's growth and put him through terrible surgeries and painful therapies. And after the story where we meet this guy who impersonates Miles, a Herculean feat that is ultimately impossible for him. Cordelia welcomes him into the family as Miles' brother Mark. And then Mark gets to have his share of adventures along with Miles. Miles Vorkosigan is a character you can fall in love with. And I did. A little bit. He's smart, he's funny, he's brave, but he's also sensitive, passionate, and vulnerable. He loves deeply and is unfailingly loyal. He is definitely the person you want to have at your back, whether it's a firefight or just in need of a wingman when trying to court a woman. He has a cousin, Ivan Forpatrol, who is kind of like his more handsome, less intelligent sidekick. They play off each other really well, as they are both always in the market for a well-connected, beautiful four maiden. Ivan will always follow Miles, as he knows that Miles is always going to be on the winning side, every time. Now, if you want to read these in order, definitely start with Cordelia's Honor. From there, the books have the titles and listed in order. Your Civil Campaign, this is like one of the later ones. And inside, they do have the list in order so that you can figure it out. Anyway, it's in there. I believe the last book of the series is really the last book, as Miles is now married and a father and middle-aged, and he has, he's 2 kids. It was bittersweet reading those scenes, but also a satisfying end to the Miles saga. But who knows? He has children, and they could carry on the legacy. Although I'm not sure if Lois could. Who knows? Now, Bujold started writing these in the late 80s and continued through the 2000s. And I don't know if they're still in print. But you can still find them, and you should. So check out your used book place or wherever you get your science fiction books and see if you can find them. So that's that. And please like and subscribe and see what else I talk about next time.